Hey guys, today I wanted to make a quick video in honor of Alopecia Awareness Month, which is September, in case you didn't know that. And I always thought the first video I made without a wig at all would be scary. I thought that I'd have to force myself to do it. I thought I'd be really nervous, and I'm kind of nervous in a meta way, if that makes sense, but at the same time I don't think I'm going to actually be nervous to post this because also for some reason I'm feeling oddly confident today, which is nice. I don't always feel this confident, but today I'm feeling oddly confident. But even on most days lately, I've just been feeling more and more confident about talking about alopecia, changing wigs, so much more in just the past couple months than I have in my whole life, which is such a great feeling. Obviously, you guys know I have a YouTube channel about alopecia, so I always talk about it, but less often do I actually put myself out there without a wig, so this can be a little bit new for me. But again, it's kind of weird how today, making this video doesn't feel as scary as I thought my first video without a wig at all would feel. So yeah, this is what my hair looks like naturally. This is alopecia. And in case you don't know much about alopecia, there are 3 types. I think this is kind of a misconception some people have, is that if you have alopecia, you have no hair at all, which for some people is true, and that's actually a type of alopecia called Alopecia universalis. That means you have no hair, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, and nothing on your head at all. But I have a type of alopecia called Alopecia Areata, which means that you only have patches missing, which can range from a small little patch where you can cover it easily to something like this, where most of it's missing, but you still have, I guess, patches of hair. So as you can see, most of my hair is missing. As well as, obviously I'm wearing fake lashes, but most of my lashes are missing. Some are there, mostly the bottom lashes. And some of my eyebrows have actually been doing well lately, which is cool. They've been fuller than they've been in a long time. But obviously I'm also wearing brow stuff on top of them as well. So this is what my natural hair does look like. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and make a really quick video in honor of Alopecia Awareness Month and kind of just name a couple misconceptions that some people have if you aren't familiar with alopecia. For one thing, there's not really a known cause for alopecia, which causes the most amount of stress, I think, for people with alopecia, because there also is no known cure. And usually what medical professionals will attribute it to is stress, which could mean anything. It could mean mental stress, it could mean stress in your life, subconscious or conscious stress, so that doesn't really answer anything. And mind you, I got alopecia when I was 2, so how stressed out can a 2-year-old be? So it is very frustrating to not really know a cause and to not really know a cure. It's not genetic. Sometimes it's genetic. Certain types are, but no one in my family has alopecia, so it's very random. And that's what can cause people a lot of stress, is because it's also very unpredictable. And that's another misconception, is that some people believe that if you get alopecia, your hair can never grow back. And it actually can, especially if you have areata. It fluctuates all the time, which is also frustrating because 2 years ago, for example, I had almost full eyelashes and now I really don't. But at the same time, when I had full eyelashes, I had less brows, and now I have fuller brows and less eyelashes. So it's just very random and all over the place. It doesn't really make any logical sense, which is why over the last couple years, I've been slowly taking the approach of trying to let go, trying to stop feeling like I want to control it, because I can't control it. And I think that once someone with alopecia accepts that you can't control your hair loss, I think it's the most freeing thing, because you don't have control over your hair falling out, but you do have control over how much you're going to let it impact you. It doesn't have to ruin your life. That's something I always tell people, is that alopecia will impact you as much as you let it. You can be devastated, and of course, be sad for a little while if you feel you need to do that to cope, but don't get stuck in that place. Just let yourself slowly adjust. If you want to, I think it's really powerful if you can go without a wig entirely. Wigs are totally fun and I think they're beautiful. Obviously I wear them all the time, but if you can go without a wig, I think that's such a cool thing. But if you're not ready to do that, then just think about how much fun you can have with wigs. Lately I've been changing my wigs almost every day and going to class, and in the past, when I would change a wig and go to class, I would be so nervous. My heart would be racing on the way, just imagining people asking me questions. And now I do it, and I almost think it's funny when people are like, wait, is that the same person? Now I can laugh at it, whereas in the past I used to be nervous. And gaining this level of confidence took time, but you have to be patient with yourself and give yourself time. Yeah, maybe it won't be easy to just walk out the door without a wig, or even in a different wig right away, but just give yourself time to adjust, and eventually your confidence will just keep growing the more you challenge yourself. So yeah, I just wanted to keep this video really, really short and kind of just make it in honor of Alopecia Awareness Month, because it's just an opportunity I didn't want to pass up. September's already half over and I kept putting this off, and I'm kind of glad I kept putting it off, because if I made it earlier in the month, I probably would have just done like a very basic video, and I think it's more powerful to do it without a wig at all, because I'm telling you guys what alopecia is, but if I'm wearing a wig, you can't actually see the symptoms, and these are the symptoms. The hair I do have is very thin, and it's short just because I shaved my head about 2 months ago, but the hair that I do have actually grows very consistently, which can be annoying in a way, because obviously no matter how much this grows, it's not going to be enough to cover my whole head and my bald spots. So at the same time, I still have to keep this trimmed, whereas in the rest of my head it still doesn't grow. So it's really weird, but it's kind of funny in a way. This is something else I kind of wanted to talk about in a video, is how the weirdest thing about alopecia is that it's very hard to connect with people in real life who have alopecia, because first of all, it's a very rare condition. I think that about like 0.01% of the population or something really small like that has alopecia. So for one thing, you may not even encounter people with alopecia in your day-to-day life. You're unlikely to. And at the same time, something that kind of puzzles me is that even if you do encounter someone with alopecia, you may not even realize it at times, because a lot of people with alopecia work so hard to cover it, and they get nice wigs and headscarves and stuff. So even if you encounter someone with alopecia, sometimes you may not even be able to tell they have hair loss because they do wear wigs, which is good that we have these options to wear wigs and stuff like that. But it's also kind of sad, because then we miss that opportunity to connect with a person on something that is hard to connect with people on. And then another thing, an experience that I actually had last night, is I was at a bar in my town with a couple friends, and there was this girl standing right next to me with a completely bald head. And I spent like 10 minutes considering, like, should I say something to her? I was wearing a wig, so maybe she didn't know that I had hair loss, but I just kept looking at her thinking, like, I should ask her if she has alopecia and talk to her about it. Because clearly she had more confidence with her hair loss than I did, and I thought that was really badass. But at the same time, I was almost nervous to ask her if she had alopecia, because I was nervous she would say, like, oh no, I have cancer, and then I didn't know how to react to that. Which, again, I don't know why I got so nervous if that even was the case, because, I don't know, obviously if she doesn't wear a wig or anything, she must be used to answering people's questions. But at the same time, I know from personal experience how annoying and invasive questions can feel sometimes, and I didn't want to put her in that position. And that's the other reason why it's difficult to connect with people in real life with alopecia, is because when you see a person, you don't know where they're at. Like, I never want to accidentally call somebody out for having alopecia if they're not ready to talk about it. And again, just from looking at her, she seemed like she had more confidence than I have, because she wasn't wearing wigs at all, and that's something that I'm still nervous about doing. But yeah, I still don't want to put her in an uncomfortable position. So that's just my thoughts on alopecia in general that I wanted to include in this video for Alopecia Awareness Month, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it informative if you didn't know much about alopecia before, and if you do have alopecia, I hope that you enjoyed this as far as connecting with someone who can share similar experiences. And if you follow my channel regularly, then you know I make a lot of videos talking about alopecia, but again, this is my first one that I've actually made not wearing a wig at all, so it's, I don't know, exciting. I'm more excited to post this than I am nervous, which is a really cool feeling, that I can be excited to share my side of the story now instead of being terrified. I'll never forget when I used to be so insecure about it that I could not say the word alopecia without tearing up. And now I'm tearing up just slightly, just because I'm getting like sentimental about just how far I've come, and it makes me proud, I guess. Not even proud, just I feel so free. And I want anyone else out there who's still afraid to talk about having alopecia, I want you to know that you can become confident about it like I have, and it's taken me so much time, and I'm planning on making a video soon, like just telling you just how much time it's taken me to get here and what steps I took and stuff like that. But for now, I just want you to have faith and know that you're not alone, and that you can still have an awesome life with alopecia, and it doesn't have to hold you back. So that's basically what I wanted to say in this video, and I kind of dragged it out a little bit. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below your thoughts, whatever, I don't know, thumbs up, all that stuff. Subscribe, you know, if you want to watch more videos about me, you know, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.